All right, James Swanwick here. Welcome. This is Ladies, You Deserve to Sleep Better, fixing sleep problems caused by stress periods, hot flashes, and perimenopause. If you are just joining, please go ahead and tell me where you are joining from. Great to have you here. We're going to get started in 5 minutes. There'll be some prizes to give away as well. So looking forward to doing that. Just message me. You can see down below in the comments section, there's an opportunity there for you to just type in some comments. I'd love for you to ask questions. Yes, so if you are just joining, go ahead and just type in the comments there and just say hello. Where are you joining from? Are you joining from which city, which town, which country? And just post in the comments section down below there and just let me know. I'd love for this to be interactive. I want to support you as best I can. Can you hear me okay? Can you just let me know if you can hear me okay? Whoops, let me just close that. I've got a few screens open up here, obviously. So I need to close that. Let me go back here. Oops. Let's close that. Let's close that. Let's close that. There we go. That's better. Let's open this. There we go. Yeah, just type in your name and which town and state you're joining from, or which city and country you are joining from. Welcome, by the way. If you're just joining, I am James Swanwick. Great to have you here. And if you could just type in the comments down below, you'll see a little comment section down below. If you'd be the first person to just say, "Hi, I'm here," or "Yes, you can hear me," that would be amazing. I would so appreciate that. And maybe on a score of 1 to 10, how is your sleep? How would you rate your sleep? Is it a 5 out of 10, a 6 out of 10, a 7, a 2? How's your sleep going? How about your stress or anxiety? Is that like a 7 or an 8? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. I'd love to make this interactive. Excuse me. I think my throat sometimes gets a little bit hazy when I speak for long periods of time, but we'll see how we go. I'm sure it'll be okay. And any questions that you want to ask me, now's a good time to do it. If you just type in the chat down below there and ask the question, I will make sure that I get the question answered to you in the Q&A section. And I'm going to give away a couple of my 47-day habit hacker programs today for the best question, or for best questions, I should say. I'm going to give it away to a few people, not just a person. So yeah, if you're just joining us, welcome. I'm James Swanwick. Great to have you here. Just in the comments down below in the chat, if you could type in where you're watching from, which city, which country. That would be amazing. I'd love to know. I've just posted a message that says, "Hey, we just got started. Make sure you hit the play button on the stream." Just double checking here. Perfect. I see we've got people watching. It's amazing. People are a bit shy to post their name in the chats though. So, all right, time to go. It's here we go. Welcome. I'm James Swanwick. Great to have you here. And you definitely deserve to sleep better. You definitely deserve to have lower stress and anxiety in your life. And today we're going to be talking about that. If you stick around to the Q&A section, which will be in about 20 minutes from now, if you ask questions, I will make sure that I get you my free 47-day habit hacker, or it's usually worth $500, but I want to give it to you today for free for being here. Just got to ask a great question. I'd love for this to be interactive. It helps keep me energized. If I feel like people are not really paying attention, then it's challenging. But I would love for you to interact with me by posting in the chat down below. So just a request, if you could just say something in the chat now, like, yes, we can hear you, or you can tell me which state, city, or country you are joining from. That would be amazing. I would love to know. So let's get started. This is for anyone who suffers from a lack of energy, an inability to focus, exhaustion, tiredness, anxiety, a racing mind, poor mental health, depression, irritability, weight issues, insomnia, difficulty waking up, forgetfulness, brain fog, relying on drugs and pills, overeating, procrastination, low productivity, a scattered brain, overwhelm, worry, helplessness. Do any of those words resonate with you? If so, will you just type that in? Which one do you experience? Which one do you suffer from? Which one are you trying to overcome? Is it irritation? Is it fatigue? Is it stress, anxiety? Let me know in the comments. Just go ahead and say something and type it out there in the comments down below. In the next 45 minutes, I'm going to reveal why you are still tired, why you've still got stress and anxiety, how to wake up feeling refreshed and energized, and the most effective way to stop your mind racing, because I experience a racing mind often. I don't know about you guys, but I experience it a lot. I'll give you a 3-step formula, guaranteed to have you sleeping like a baby, and a resource to help you get the effects of going to a sleep doctor, but without having to pay all the money for it. Like I said, I'm going to give away $1,500 worth of prizes, so if you ask a great question in the chat, then I will make sure that I get a 47-day habit hacker program out to you. And this is for the ladies. This is for women in particular. I mean, a lot of the things here can work for men, but I've made this more for a woman on today's call. So the average woman aged 30 to 60 sleeps only 6 hours and 41 minutes during the work week. And a great night's sleep is often more challenging for women because of biological conditions unique to women, including the menstrual cycle, which causes changing levels of estrogen and progesterone, and that can mess with sleep. Pregnancy, because of the excess weight and the position of the fetus. Menopause, obviously hot flashes are very challenging. And being woken up by a male partner, if you have a husband or a boyfriend or a partner. Men are, obviously larger than women, so it creates more movement. Even just a subtle movement for a man can be a huge movement for a woman. And then worrying about problems, which is a huge one. If you've ever felt stressed or anxious about problems in your life, you'll know how draining that can feel. Also, women tend to multitask. Who here feels like they're a multitasker? Just go ahead and post a me. Just type in me in the comments if you feel like you're a multitasker. So women actually use more of their actual brain than men, and this leads to a greater need for sleep. On average, in fact, women need 20 more minutes of sleep than men. And it's important that women have a natural flow of melatonin, especially for reproductive health, to protect eggs from free radical damage during ovulation. Irregular sleep patterns can have a variety of reproductive challenges, including increased risk of miscarriage, low birth weight, irregular menstrual cycles, lower rate of pregnancy, higher rates of stillbirth. And periods, according to the study by the National Sleep Foundation, 67% of women experience poor sleep when they have their period. And then in addition, exposure to blue light. I mean, you're watching me on a screen right now. That light that's being emitted from your screen is changing your hormone levels as we talk. It can affect and create more breast tenderness, headaches, and also change in temperature can influence sleep. So if you're too hot or you're too cold, that can mess with your sleep. A lot of women experience insomnia days before their period, and menstrual cycles can certainly interrupt the production of melatonin. And melatonin is what we really want to ensure that we're sleeping well and we're feeling well rested and restored. And blue light, artificial light from screens is just so bad. We'll talk about that in a second. Insomnia was found to have a 59% heritability rate in women compared to only 38% in men, which is interesting. And only 7% of women seek professional help for poor sleep. That's a very, very low number. So you're on this live training now. Congratulations, because you're one of the 7% who are seeking help. Sleep really does affect how you look, aesthetics. Beauty sleep is a real thing. There was a Karolinska Institute study that showed that people who miss out on sleep do appear less attractive to others. Because when you've got panda eyes and puffy lids, and it even puts others off from socializing with you. They did this study where they rated strangers as less healthy and approachable when they... Well, let me start again. They did this study where participants were asked to get a good night's sleep for 2 nights, and then a week later they were asked to restrict themselves to only 4 hours sleep. They took photos of them, when they were well rested, and photos of them when they were not rested. Then they asked 122 people in Sweden to look at the photos and rate them on their attractiveness, and it was amazing. The people who were poor, the people who didn't sleep well, the people who... Let me start again here. The people looking at the photos found those who were well rested vastly more attractive looking than those who were not well slept. So the strangers were good at judging if the person they were looking at was tired and if they were sleepy, and their attractiveness score suffered. The strangers also said they'd be less willing to socialize with the tired students who they also perceived to be less healthy, which is fascinating. Hi, Sanja King. Nice to have you here. Sanja says, hi, James. I like your Swanic blue glasses. Thank you very much. A psychology expert said that judgment of attractiveness is often unconscious, but we all do it. But if you're not well rested, then you don't look as attractive. Pretty simple. So let's try and make our aesthetics as good as possible. Make sure we're not as stressed and anxious as we could be. And so my promise to you is I'm going to give you a step-by-step strategy to effortlessly get deep, restful sleep without having to take pills, even if you've been tossing and turning for years. If you're just joining me live, welcome. Great to have you here. I invite you to say something in the chat down below. You see the little chat section? If you can just type in there where you're watching from, which town, which state, which country, I would love to know. That'd be incredible. When I finish up here in about 15 minutes, if you feel like you want more support, I have this weekly group called Sleep and Energy Tribe, which is amazing. And I'll give you an opportunity to join us in that if you would like some ongoing support. I'll tell you about that at the end. I hope that's okay. So do you wake up in the morning and you're tired and you're foggy and you're irritable? Do you often hit the snooze button? Do you pour yourself a cup of coffee? In the afternoon, do you crash? Do you seek a sugary food like a Kit Kat or a Gatorade or something? Are you looking forward to 6 p.m. when you relax with some food and a glass of wine and TV? Does this sound like you? Hi, Nancy. Nancy from Tennessee, 55 days sober. Congrats, Nancy. It's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Well done. Do you have a racing mind in the evening? Can't stop the mind racing. I have a racing mind a lot of the time, actually, not just the evening. Do you struggle to fall asleep because you're worrying? Do you wake up in the night, use the bathroom, toss and turn, take prescription pills? Hi, Sanja from Bay Area, California. Is that you? Which of these things that I've just outlined sound like you? I'd love to know. The good news is that none of these things are the problem. They're only symptoms of the problem. The real problem is that you probably don't have a natural sleep system. You're unaware of good sleep hygiene, good stress and anxiety management hygiene. So the other thing is that cultural conditioning minimizes sleep's importance. It glorifies this, I'll sleep when I'm dead, I don't need to focus on it. We also don't teach our children good sleeping habits. We're always about live life now, stop sleeping, come on, But if we're not well rested, it causes all kinds of problems. Then we have to take melatonin pills, prescription drugs. We've got to get hooked up to sleep apnea machines. These are all, outdated Band-Aid solutions. Once you have an effective sleep system and some accountability and some coaching, you can fall asleep with ease. You wake up the way nature intended you to wake up. You look the way nature intended you to look. You feel good. You got rid of the brain fog. You've replaced it with clarity and focus. And you're just feeling good. And smart, healthy people, they educate themselves. So they invest in coaching or advisors. They get accountability. I mean, I'm in 3 different coaching masterminds at the moment. I'm about to go to a physio. He's going to give me a routine to help protect my back. And because I'm not doing a very good job of it on my own, because I go to the gym and then I get a little bit lazy, whereas now I'm going to invest in a mentor and a coach to hold me accountable. And that really, will, every time that I've done that, I feel so much healthier and so much more in alignment. Once you've got a sleep system, you'll feel more calm and relaxed. You'll be present with work, family, and friends. You'll feel good. You'll have friends complimenting you on how good you look, because we know that there is a real association here between being rested and aesthetics, how we look. Of course, what matters most is what's on the inside, not as much on the outside, but the outside is a huge component of it, because we want to feel confident. We want to feel good. We want to feel good about ourselves. For those who aren't aware about who I am and what I do, I'm the co-founder of Sonic Sleep. We produce these blue light blocking glasses, which you wear at nighttime and help you sleep. I'm wearing a pair of the daytime glasses at the moment. I'm a health expert on alcohol, creator of the glasses, like I said, former ESPN anchor. And our glasses have been rigorously tested by the University of Washington, featured in Harvard Business Review, the Journal of Applied Psychology, worn by many professional sports teams and athletes at the moment. Here's me on a couple TV shows and speaking on stages. I love pineapple on pizza and the rock group Bon Jovi, just a little bit of information about me. So let's get into it. So the sleep system is why you're still, well, let's explain why you're still tired even though you get 7 or 8 hours sleep. It's not about the duration of your sleep, it's about the quality of your sleep. The inconvenient truth is that you're probably unknowingly compromising the quality of your sleep every day. And some of the biggest culprits include artificial light. So are you watching, just go ahead and type in the comments, are you watching me now on a computer or on a phone? Computer or phone? Just go ahead and type that down below for me. These are pretty standard desktops or laptops. This is folks watching television at nighttime, watching the screen, the artificial lights blasting out. And then a recent study showed we spend about half of our awake hours on digital devices, which is a lot. It never used to be that way. But now we spend half of our time doing it, which is a lot. And 90% of us are doing it in bed at night. I mean, it's crazy. Taking phones to bed, staying on screens. So the bad news is that blue light is causing eye fatigue and headaches and obesity and diabetes and cancer, because it's preventing melatonin from being produced. When you're staring into that screen, it prevents melatonin production. It stimulates your pineal and your pituitary gland, which tricks your body and brain into thinking that it's still daytime, even though it's nighttime. Sandra says computer, Reza says computer. This cat is in a lot of trouble because the cat is staring into the screen, not wearing a pair of blue light blocking glasses. Noise is a really big thing as well. Noise can affect our sleep. They've done studies that show even just a little bit of distracting noise from traffic outside can cause problems. They did a study that showed that people who lived next to a stop sign or their house was near a stop sign had higher levels of cortisol in their system because of the sound of a car driving up to a stop sign and then accelerating again. That sound was enough to disrupt people. I wear a pair of silicone earbuds that my sleep company Sonic produces, and they cancel out almost entirely everything. It's amazing. They're so much better than those nasty little foam earplugs. They just had to do a study that came out on CNN.com last week, actually, that showed any amount of light that gets into your room can mess with your sleep production. So wearing an eye mask is really important. Swanwick produces the world's best sleep mask. We won the world's best sleep mask in 2017. We actually won that award. Hi Anne, watching from Atlanta, watching on the computer, switch from the phone. Sandra's on the computer, Nancy's on the phone. Great to have you ladies with us. Welcome. So yeah, any amount of light in the room can really mess with your melatonin production and can mess with your sleep. And then temperature, if you're too hot or you're too cold, that can mess with your sleep. The perfect temperature is actually 65 to 69 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually pretty cool. Women especially, who feel the cold more than men, just because they're smaller and petite, whereas men have got are warmer naturally because they've got more body mass, which actually warms them up. Excuse me. If you're too cold, if you're too hot, then it's very hard to sleep. But if you can have your setting at 65, 69 degrees, which is chilly, it's cool, but you can then rug up with a nice duvet or a blanket or something, then that's okay. But you want the environment you're sleeping in to be 65 to 69 degrees for a great night's sleep. Nancy asks, can you wear them with glasses? Are you talking about the earbuds or are you talking about the eye mask? If you're talking about the earbuds, yes, you can. Eye mask, it's one or the other, I think, for sure. Yeah, you must be talking about the earbuds. Yeah. If your bedroom is messy, then that signifies also probably a messy mind. And if you've got a messy mind, you've got a messy room or a messy home, and that can cause quite a lot of stress. So making your bed first thing in the morning or having a nice organized home is incredibly helpful because it slows that racing mind down. This is a lovely woman named Irene Carr. She lives up in Northern California, near where you live, Sandra, in the Bay Area. And she joined us in our sleep and energy tribe about 3 months ago. And she used to wake up in the middle of the night and couldn't get back to sleep, but now she's waking up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom and then going back to bed and returning straight to sleep. So we worked with her, we supported her, we identified a few things that she was doing that were unique to her, and we kind of optimized that. And now she's sleeping better than ever. She's been on our last 4 weekly group Zoom calls with other sleep and energy tribe members, and she is so happy. Look at her smiling there. So how do you wake up productive and energized, even if you didn't get as much sleep as you want? Well, most people are only really focusing on what they do at nighttime. Most people think, oh yeah, I've got to block the blue light. Okay, that's enough. But really, an energizing morning routine is equally important to ensure that you sleep well. So people think, oh, it's just the nighttime routine. No, it's the morning routine also. Really important to get morning sunlight on your skin. Our skin has receptors in it, and when the sunlight hits our skin, it tells our internal clock, which is called our circadian rhythm, oh, it's daytime. And then your body then starts to flood with daytime hormones like cortisol, for example. Then the clock is set, so then 16 hours later, your body will now naturally want to start producing melatonin. The problem is that most people stay indoors for hours before they even go outside, and they don't expose themselves to that natural light. And when they don't expose themselves to the natural light, their internal body clock doesn't know that it's daytime, and so the time that it actually produces the melatonin later on at night starts to fluctuate. But we want it just the natural cycle of our circadian rhythm to be operating. Morning exercise is really important. They did this study that showed that if you exercise at 7 in the morning as opposed to 1 or 7 at night, you'll sleep a lot better. Did this study at Appalachian State University. They tested people exercising at 7 a.m., 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. And the group that exercised at 7 a.m. slept so much better. So I didn't make the rules, but there seems to be something about folks exercising in the morning that leads to better sleep at night. Breath work, breathing, meditation, anything you can do is going to be better than doing nothing. I've had a challenging relationship with meditating over the years in that I do it sometimes and it feels really good, but then I don't do it for a long period of time as well. But if you can, even if you can just do a minute or 2 or 5 minutes, anything that gets you being more in the present, breathing in, breathing out, relaxes our nervous system and helps us to be a lot more calm. As well as the morning routine, we also need the relaxing evening routine. Most people watch TV, count sheep, drink beer or alcohol, or read a book. Everyone thinks reading a book is a good way to wind down, and it is, but only if you're wearing a pair of blue light blocking glasses, because otherwise the light from your bedroom table light or your kitchen light or bathroom light is going to convince your brain that it's still daytime, even though it's nighttime, and you won't produce as much melatonin. So one of the top ways to stop your mind racing at night as well is to listen to some hypnotherapy from a licensed professional hypnotist. Is that right? Hypnotist? No, I'm pronouncing it wrong. Forget it. Don't worry. You think you know what I mean. And I've got, I'll give you an opportunity to grab one that we actually produced at Swanic Sleep some time ago, in about 10 minutes from now. Other things that create poor sleep include what time you drink coffee, what foods you eat and when you eat them. If you have a warm, hot or cold shower, what time you take the shower, when you consume alcohol, the number of different topics in your mind. All of these things can affect your sleep quality. This is Aria from New Jersey, and it used to take her 3 hours to fall asleep. Can you imagine? 3 hours. And I know she's got a young family. Now it only takes her 30 minutes. So Aria came and joined us on our Sleep Tribe calls, and she's been with us for many weeks. And we fine-tuned a few things that were unique to her, and now it only takes her 30 minutes, which is still a long time, but it's a lot better than 3 hours. Like, she's gone from 3 hours to 30 minutes, which is pretty incredible. Great work, Aria. So quick recap, it's not about the duration of your sleep, it's about the quality of your sleep. By the way, if you're just joining us, go ahead and leave a comment down below in the chat. Just say, hey, tell me where you're watching from. That'd be amazing to know which part of the world you are in. I'd love to hear from you. So it's not about the duration of your sleep, it's about the quality. It's not just about the nighttime routine, it's about the daytime routine. Yeah. So how do we do this? Well, when you have a system, which I'll show you in a second, you can eliminate sleep problems, increase energy and alertness, create more time and energy to invest in your lifestyle, and have fun, because we're a really fun group of people in our sleep and energy tribe. I don't think anyone would ever accuse me of being dull. I like to have fun. The old way you may have tried to try and reduce stress and anxiety. Hi, Anne in Atlanta, watching now on the computer. Nancy, we've got Nancy Russell, Anne, May, and we got Sanjay King, who at least are commenting. I can see lots of other people watching, but they're a little bit shy to post something. That's okay. So the old way was to drink alcohol to relax, try to go to bed earlier, take a pill that can cause side effects, read a book, watch Netflix in bed. I'm actually watching Peaky Blinders at the moment, which is a Netflix show. I do watch it, but I always watch it while wearing a pair of these. I put on my orange lensed blue light blocking glasses, which block the artificial light. Let me show you. There's the view through the lens. So, the old way was staying up until you're exhausted, sleeping in, catching up on sleep on the weekends, taking stimulants, exhausting yourself with exercise. But this is definitely the old way, and it's a band-aid and doesn't fix the core problem. And it leads to this person here with, not being able to sleep and stress and anxiety. The new way involves energizing yourself, optimizing your day, and relaxing at night. So energizing yourself in the morning, optimizing yourself in the afternoon, and relaxing at night. So a lot of the things, simple stuff that we know, drinking lots of water, doing some meditation, exercise in the sun, eating properly, we know this stuff, but knowing it's not enough. You actually need accountability to be able to, be inspired by other people who are doing the same thing, and you can do check-ins with them, and maybe you meet on a Zoom call once a week, and then you come back, and then you can talk about your progress. Optimizing with food, there are a whole lot of foods. Turkey, for example, has tryptophan in it, which is makes people very sleepy. On Thanksgiving we eat a lot of turkey, and you feel really tired afterwards. It's not because you've eaten so much. It's because you have there's so much tryptophan in the turkey, which is very sleepy. But most people don't know this. Relaxing at night, not having your mind racing all the time. So if you can follow a system, and I've got more content on this, like more little tips, you'll be sleeping like a baby, but most importantly, the stress and anxiety will be reduced, and the racing mind may now just be a walking mind as opposed to a racing mind. This is Josh Nelson from the Czech Republic. He's in our Sleep and Energy tribe as well. He used to fall asleep around 2 a.m., but now he's falling asleep between 10 and 11. So he brought forward his sleep time by 3 hours, which is pretty incredible. He said that the system was the kick in the pants that he needed to learn how to fall asleep. Appropriate accountability is a huge thing because, like I said, knowledge isn't power, it's applied knowledge. You can know every sleep hack in the book, but will you actually do it? Just like I was talking about my back before. I mean, I know I've got to do these particular exercises in the gym to fix my back. I've got some disc challenges in my back. And I started to do it, but then I kind of lost interest. And I know that if I keep going the way I'm going, it's not going to repair the way I want it to. So now I've hired a coach not a personal trainer, but a coach who's like an exercise physiologist to actually look at my form. I'm going to meet with him twice a week and do the exercises with him just to keep me accountable, which is really important. Sanja asks, where do MEFs fit in? Yeah, MEFs come from things like your internet and your Wi-Fi. I always put my phone into airplane mode when I go to sleep each night, so I'm not sleeping next to a device that's just, a lot of people turn off Wi-Fi when they go to sleep. A lot of people just use hard cable Ethernet where it's plugged into your computer, and they don't use Wi-Fi at all. Nancy Russell asks, can you wear the blue or orange glasses over glasses? I cannot see without my glasses. Yes, I'll show you. We have a pair of Fitovers. Great question, Nancy. We've got a pair that go over the top of your existing prescription glasses, and I'll show you where you can get those in just a second, because I'm about to walk you through our Sleep and Energy tribe, where we're a really fun community, which you're invited to join, and there's also a bundle there where you can get some of our products at a discount if you like. But yes, we do have a pair of the glasses. They're called Fitovers. I'll talk about that in just a second, Nancy. Great question though. So accountability is key to make sure that we're doing what we feel like we need to do to improve our stress, anxiety, and sleep. So the pros of a sleep study certainly is it'll identify your problems, it'll give you coaching, you'll be held accountable. The pros of me going to my exercise physiologist is that he'll be with me, I'll do it, it'll keep me accountable. The cons are that it costs quite a lot of money, right? It costs between $3,000 and $10,000 to do a sleep study, and to get a exercise physiologist to work with you for a while, it's probably $100 and something per session, a couple times a week, $200. I mean, that can get pretty expensive. It'd be $1,000 a month for a few months. It's a lot, and most of that stuff is not covered by insurance. Some is, but some is not. But if cost wasn't an issue, you'd definitely choose it, right? Like if cost wasn't an issue, you'd have a personal chef who'd cook food for you, because that would hold you accountable to eating healthy. You'd have a mentor or a coach. So investing what you can in accountability or a coach is so important to keeping us all on track, because especially as it relates to our sleep, because it affects your health, finances, family. certainly overall, the quality of my life is very high because I have put a high premium on ensuring that I sleep as well as nature intends me to sleep. And investing in coaching and accountability. I've been in business masterminds and health masterminds and coaching and things like that has been really, really important for me as well. So understanding that the real problem is cultural conditioning is really important because people don't focus on this stuff as much as they might. Shifting our strategy to an energizing morning routine, optimizing our daytime routine, changing our nighttime routine, and then investing in appropriate accountability. I don't mean like you've got lots of motivation and willpower and this time you're going to do it. I mean creating a structure where it's impossible to fail, almost impossible to fail, because you're in a community and you have a coach and you've got things to hit each week, right? So we've talked about why you're still tired even though you get 8 hours or more sleep, how to wake up productive, how to stop your mind racing with the hypnotherapy, the formula, which is energize, optimize, and relax, and then the importance of obviously having a sleep doctor or accountability or being in a group of people. And so there's a choice, which is figure it out yourself, take what I've taken, go ahead and do it. I'm rooting for you. I'm so happy that that when people make amazing success, which is incredible. I was looking there. What day were you alcohol free? Where is it? It was Nancy, 55 days sober. Amazing, Nancy, so good. But if you would like some additional accountability and you'd like to come a little bit further, then I invite you to join us in our sleep and energy tribe, and it's designed to get you feeling like this most mornings. And should you join us, you'll get 28 training videos that I've pre-recorded to help you with energy and focus. Kind of looks like this. This is what members get. They're these little 5-minute videos that I've produced for you to help you learn how to feel amazing. And it includes what time you should have your first coffee in the morning, because that affects your sleep and your energy, what time you should have your final coffee, what time to eat and stop eating, how much alcohol is okay, when you should have your final drink, best sleeping position, pillows, mattresses, how to make bedtime easy for kids, how to get back to sleep if you wake up, and lots more. I'll also give you my Sleep on Demand digital book. Some people love, excuse me, prefer this over to videos. And you'll be able to, reduce your stress and anxiety and have a lot of fun. It's $297 to join us, or you can break it up into 4 interest-free installments, and we'll put a link here in the chat. It's go.swanicsleep.com/sleep tribe. So that's all the content, but you'll also get a text message. I'm going to shoot you a text message each day for 4 weeks, in the morning and in the night, holding you accountable. So I'm going to send you a text in the morning and say, hey, just a reminder, time to wake up. Time to get sunlight on your skin. Make sure you go outside, do a little bit of exercise. And then at nighttime, I'll send you a text and say, hey, just a reminder, time to put on the glasses. No eating food now because you're going to sleep in a couple of hours. Just some nice, fun accountability text messages that I'm going to send you just to keep you on track. You'll also get access to a top sleep coach who joins us on our weekly group Zoom call. That's me, by the way. I'm on those calls. And then I have some other guest coaches who come on occasion. And then access to the community. The community looks like this. These are some members that we've got. You can see Irene and Aria. There's Irene there. There's Josh, there's Aria. This is Jeffrey, who's a lovely man. He's 71, I think, and he lives in Canada. Donna, Marla. This is Marla. This lovely woman's in Malaysia. So we've got a really, really cool crew of people here. Mostly women. You can see it's like 80% women, 15% men, a few scattered men there. And we meet every week on a call, and we talk about health and nutrition and mindset and fun and best ways to optimize our lives. They've also got this little phone app where people communicate in between those Zoom calls, where you can send little video messages to people, which is a lot of fun. And all of those bonuses, I do coaching. I charge $1,000 for it plus, but it's only $297. Really, really important. If you've got appropriate accountability, it increases your chances of succeeding by 95%. If you do it on your own, not 95%. So yeah, $297. Break it up into 4 payments. There's a link there. If you click on the link in the chat, it'll go there and it'll give you an option. But I'll also include the hypnotherapy track. Someone was asking me about the hypnotherapy track about 10 minutes ago. Who was that? Wasn't sure. But yeah, I'll send you this hypnotherapy track, which we have created and produced. I'll make sure I include that for you. And yeah, let me just, and then also, you were asking about the Fitovers before. Who was it? I think it was Nancy. Nancy, you were asking me about the Fitovers. For an additional $200, so we'll save you $50, you can get a pair of the Fitovers. These are the Fitover glasses here. These go over the top of your existing prescription glasses. And then we'll also send you out 2 of these anti-blue light bulbs, which you can put as your reading light or your bedroom light, which has got no artificial blue light that messes with your melatonin, and it creates this beautiful, nice, calm feeling. And we can send that out to you. Here are the earplugs I was telling you about. These are the high quality silicone ones, which mold into your ear. Very much higher standard than the foam ones, for example. Here's the eye mask. This is deliberately oversized. It's 100% pure silk. It won the best eye mask in the world in 2017. And it's pure silk. And the silk is what really makes the mask be amazing, because silk keeps skin moisture in. So in actual fact, when you wear this mask and you wake up in the morning, you have less visible crow's feet and wrinkles. You know when you've got your face on a pillow, on a cotton pillow slip all night, and you're rubbing your face on it, it actually is drying out your skin. So it's wearing away at your skin because your face is kind of moving and being on cotton the whole time. But if you can wear a silk eye mask, that silk helps the skin retain the moisture, and you wake up in the morning feeling and looking considerably more refreshed than if you didn't wear it. We'll also send you some sleep tea. This, instead of having coffee, which can mess with your sleep, we'll give you this sleep tea that we've created, a 28-day supply, in fact. And you can upgrade just for another $200. So the total package, if you join us on our calls and get all of these products, is $497, and you can break that up into some payments. I'll just show you how to break it up. Like, I'll go to Swannick Sleep here. I'll show you the link. Let me just bring this up. There we go. So when you click on that link, it'll give you 2 options. This is just for the training and joining us on the live Zoom call. So you'll click there. I'll show you that. And this is where you can break it up into the payments. Excuse me. There we go. So you just pay in installments. You'll click there, and it's little as $74.25 just to start today, if you like. So that's just for the training and also for the weekly live calls with me. And it'd be great to have you there and join us. And then this is for Nancy, if you're wanting to get the prescription glasses or the Fitovers that go over the top, then you can click here and you can order here. And then that's $497, or you could pay in installments and just click on that. $134, that breaks it up. So I hope that helps. Yeah, that's how you choose between whether you want to get the prescription glasses or the non-prescription glasses. So I'll just come back here and we'll go back to the slideshow. Questions. Bring your questions in. I'd love to answer them. These are some folks who wear our products. There's Max Lugavere, Dr. Josh Axe, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a few folks there. And we've got a money-back guarantee. If you feel it doesn't work for you, we'll give you your money back. So just a reminder, the Sleep Tribe is $297. That's me sleeping. You can look like me if you like. Or it's $497 with the upgrade. I'll just go back to the upgrade. So who's got questions? I'm happy to answer any questions here. Nancy says, thank you for your time. You're welcome, Nancy. Of course, hope this was beneficial for you. Who would like to join us, or who is joining us? Can't wait to have you with us. We do Let me just show you back some of the topics we talk. We do exercise, not physical exercises, but we do really fun exercises and journaling things when we're on these live calls. I invite our members to take 5 minutes to write down things that they're grateful for, and then we share, and then we go into breakout rooms, and people start becoming friends, and they make acquaintances with each other, and it all starts to feel really, really invigorating and amazing and beautiful, and there's a great energy that comes from it. And you can see most of them are wearing their glasses. The Swannies wear a Swannies wear a Swannies wear a Swannies. Whoops, I've got a phone call. Let me just take this phone call for 1 second. I know it's a little bit rude and distracting, but this is James.
James, Ben Powell, returning your call about the referrals.
Hi, Ben. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was wanting to. Can you just give me 1 second? Just give me 1 second here. Guys, I'll be back in 1 second, and then we'll finish up. Ask a question in the Q&A, and I will come back and answer it. Yeah, thanks, Ben. Yeah, I was. Not sure if anyone's still here. Is anyone still here? I'm back. If there's any questions, then I am here. Let's have a look on the... Anne. Hello, Anne. Anne says, I have two issues. First, my husband is extremely cold-natured, and when I put the air conditioning on 72, he says I'm freezing him to death. Got it. Anne, have you considered sleeping in another room, sleeping in separate rooms? I've done that previously with my partner, and we sleep in different rooms, and it's amazing. It's great. We both have a great night's sleep. We don't sleep in the same bed. She claims that I kick quite a bit, which is funny during the night. So I kind of move off that. I kind of move into a different room, and then we're both well rested, and we both have a great day. So it might be something worth considering. Are you still there? Anyone here still here? Sorry that I got called off, but I did need to take that call. It was actually a doctor calling, and I needed a referral for my back issue. So if you're still here, just say still here, and if you're not, then thanks for joining us. And like I said, there's the link there. You can join us in Sleep Tribe by clicking the Buy Now button, or you can clicking the link in the chat. And just a reminder that it's $2.97 to join us in Sleep Tribe. You'll get text messages, access to the community. We'll have some fun. I'll see you every week, and and there's the bundle. Thank you so much for joining us. It's great to have you here. Hope this was helpful, and we'll see you soon.